Bortles now on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, the Jags send out Brad Nortman to punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They run again with Peterson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. The lone receiver right is Cooper. Play action now. Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 10. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Here's Bortles to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now a play fake here on first down. That one complete to Anderson. 15 yards through the air on a first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for Burns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
College coach right now, he always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Peterson alone in the backfield. And they'll get it up the middle. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Peterson. And a short gain here down to the 22. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles going to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Halfback sent in motion. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. 15 yards there for number 15. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Bortles now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down now after the pass completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Black 58, William. Black 58, William. Blue 45. Blue 8.
Bortles to throw once more. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So a very tight 1st half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. second down, here's Bortles. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And he's got room. A great read, and it's picked off. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down. Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete. And he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their big tight end. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball? Meaning a 50-50. The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They give it to Peterson. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield.
I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Brought in by Walford, right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Second down, Prescott. That one played to Anderson. And he'll go down at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, Prescott. Walford's got it. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They come out here in the I. Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Third and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the sneak, it's Prescott. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
390.
In his own end zone, it's Bortles. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now this time Bortles will throw. He's got his man in the crossing route. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Caught out left side by Robinson. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Bortles now on first down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And that is incomplete. So the defensive holding penalty here, Charles.
You get outside of 5 yards downfield and you get grabby with an offensive player, the flag will come out every time.
They go play action here on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. On play action, it's Bortles fighting through, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a 1st down where you want 3, get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go! Ohio!
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Prescott. And Cook has it left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
He can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Here's Prescott. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Another pistol look here.
Here we go!
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Prescott now surveying the field. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go!
Prescott off play action. He's going to let it fly. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
It's always tough trying to keep your